So starting on our backs, I like to have my knees bent, just takes the pressure off my lower back, but whatever feels comfortable for you, you can have your legs extended. Just take a little tuck of the shoulder blades, let them come more flat onto the mats, and let the shoulders come away from our ears. You can have your hands resting on your tummy if that feels nice, or you can have the hands resting beside you, preferably with palms facing up. Eyes can be closed, so we can take a soft gaze. Take a few moments, as we always do at the beginning of class, just to settle in, to get the fidgets out of the way, to start to calm down and come into the space where you are. Gives the body time to transition from what it was doing to what it is doing now. And gives the mind some time to start to slow down. So we can take notice of the sounds that we hear around us, log them in our brains, and then let them go. So as we hear those different sounds through the practice, they don't startle us or impact on our mind. And just noticing where our breath's landing at the beginning of class. And purposefully trying to deepen and lengthen that breath. Perhaps you're noticing that the belly's rising and falling with the inhale and the exhale. Notice if you've started to tense up in the shoulders and relax them back down towards the floor again. And if at all possible, we're breathing in and out through our nose. Let's take another few breaths, just settling here. Try to relax, release any tension that we're holding. And in a moment, we're going to come into some three-part breathing. You just keep breathing how you're going at the moment, and I'll explain what we'll be doing when we come into our three-part breathing. So we're going to breathe in initially. The first sip of breath will let the belly rise. Our second sip of breath will start to come into the mid-chest. And the third sip of breath, the last little bit of breath we can get in, starts the top of the chest to rise. And then when we exhale, it will be the same. The top of the chest will deflate first, then the mid-chest, and then the belly. So three-part breathing. I'll explain it once more. With belly, a bit more air into the mid-chest, and then the upper chest. And then deflating in the reverse, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. So if we all just exhale together to start, and take that first sip of inhale, the lowest part of the ribs, let the belly rise. Pause. A little bit more of an inhale into the mid-chest. And the last bit of the inhale, the upper chest. Pause there. Exhale in upper chest first. Mid-chest. Lower belly. Inhaling lower part first. Sipping a bit more air to the mid-chest. That last bit of air, upper chest. Pausing there. Letting it out from the upper chest, mid-chest, the lower ribs and belly. Inhaling lower ribs and belly. Inhaling mid-chest. Inhaling upper chest. Pause. Exhaling upper chest. Exhaling mid-belly. Exhaling lower ribs and belly. Keep going through that with your own breath in your own time. Maybe taking a pause between each sip of the breath as well. Just focusing on that breath, doing it in your own time. Take 2 more rounds. And just take 2 big rinsing breaths. So deep breaths in. And long exhale out. 1 more of those. And just let the breath return to normal. We'll take a moment to notice. Notice how you feel after that breathing practice. Notice if there's any changes without any judgment. Just noticing. A huge part of a yoga practice is that introspection, that ability to go inside ourselves and notice what's happening. And then just, if the knees are not bent, just bending the knees, drawing them into our chest, taking a little rock from side to side. Perhaps leaving that right knee in, stretching the left leg away onto the floor, and just making some circles with that right knee. Just a few in one direction, and then a few in the other direction. Starting to warm up in that joint, get the synovial fluid a little bit more viscous, a little bit more fluid, able to lubricate that joint. And just swapping legs. So right leg stretches out, left leg comes in. Just a few circles. Ooh, did a little bit of a workout on Monday and my butt muscles are sore. In the other direction. And hopefully your towel or your strap is handy. We just want to grab that. So towel or strap, you can have the towel as a long, use it as a long strap. Or if you've got the strap, then grab the strap. And just loop it over your right foot. So the left leg can be bent or straight. My preference at this point is probably for it to be bent. We're just getting a gentle stretch up the back of our leg. So walk the hands up as close to the feet as you can on that strap or the towel and let the shoulders hang back. Just take a few breaths here. In a moment, we're going to do some active work with this leg, so enjoy this stretch. So keeping the leg as it is, just remove the strap so the right foot's like it's pressing on the ceiling. and we're using the muscles of our leg to hold it up there. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, start to slowly lower it to the floor, nice and slow. We'll do that for a count of 4 in a minute. And then an inhale straight back up. So breathe in, inhale it up. And then we'll lower it towards the floor. It doesn't get all the way to the floor, just towards the floor, nice and slowly. And a big inhale, lift it straight back up. So lowering it for that count of 4, 3, 2, 1 as we exhale, and then inhale, lift it up for 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, hovers above the floor, inhale, lift it up. 3 more of those. Exhale for 4, all the way, inhale up. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. Last time. 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. Just draw that knee into the chest, give it a little bit of love, a little bit of a rock. Then we'll simply swap sides. So the strap comes around the left foot, right leg's bent, foot on the floor. And we just start with that lovely stretch, something nice and easy. So it's easier, we walk our hands up the strap or the towel, just let the shoulders hang back in, the arms hang back in the shoulder socket. You can look at your toenails and think, I need to make an appointment for a pedicure when we come out of lockdown. Mine are so tacky. Take a couple more breaths here. And then again, keeping that leg straight up, foot like it's pressing onto the ceiling, so it's flexed. Remove the strap, you can set that aside now. Take that breath in and exhale it slowly to the floor for 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't touch the floor, just hover, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bringing it down for 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. 2 more of those. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. Are the shoulders all tense? Relax them down. Last time, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale up. Draw both knees into your chest, have a little bit of a rock. And then don't come anywhere. Just let both knees drop to the left or the right. Just take a nice gentle twist there. Couple of breaths. If you've got the space, you can stretch the opposite arm away or perhaps overhead. And then just roll back through centre, changing sides. Letting the knees drop to the other side, just that gentle twist. Couple of breaths. And now you can roll over and come up to hands and knees. Hands is up. We'll just run through some cat-cow. So make sure the hands are stacked under the wrists and the knees under the hips. And just run through some cat-cows as you normally would, just for you. Breathing however you want. Maybe the eyes are closed. Maybe there's a soft gaze happening. Just enjoy some fluidity through the spine. So the next time we start to transition to cat, try and lead from the tailbone. So letting the tailbone tuck first. And then imagine that you can move your spine a segment at a time, with the head dropping last. And the same on the way back to cow. Let the tailbone lift first, slowly rolling through the spine until the head lifts. So matching that movement with an exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Leading from the tailbone. Keep going, nice and slow, just for a couple of rounds. Perhaps when you're in cow, cat, you can feel your abs helping to draw the pelvis forward. Let's take one more round of those. Nice, slow, relaxed cat-cows. And then we're just going to come onto our belly, so all the way down. However you get there, graceful or not. Bring your hands beside the chest, palms facing down. Push into the floor with the feet and the pelvic bone. Take an inhale, lift the chest for cobra pose. And an exhale, bring the head back to the mat, sweep the arms down beside you, palms facing down. Inhale, lift the chest and maybe the feet for locust pose. Exhale, hands come back beside our chest, feet down. Inhale, feet stay down, we lift the chest, cobra pose. So just flowing between cobra and locust. So the exhale, you lower down. Inhale, arms stretch back, legs and chest lift locust. And then exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, cobra. Elbows tucked in beside our bodies. Feet a little wider than hip distance, so there's a little bit more space in our lower back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more of each. So warming up again through our back. Then push up and back and come to child's pose for a couple of breaths. So as you know, I'm always continuously learning, and the module I'm doing at the moment is on our spines. And there's no blood supply to the discs in our spine. The only way those discs get fluid is through movement. So it's really important that we move our spine. And we do that a lot in yoga, so we're very lucky. They absorb the fluid from around them that comes through movement. Coming up to a kneeling position and sending our right leg out to the side. So we're in this, what we call gait. Now it depends on your hips, depending on what your foot does. It can either face forward, or maybe it turns all the way out to the side or partially out to the side, whatever feels best in your body. We're just taking a breath in. And as we exhale, turn to the left, open the arms to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, turn to the right, open the arms to the right. Do that once more on each side, just to get the hang of this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open left. If I didn't have a wall behind me, it'd be easier. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to center. This time, just let the left hand hover and lean to the right. Left. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand comes to rest on the right leg and lean to the right. Doing that once more each side. So we're hovering that hand. Back to center as we breathe in and exhale to lean. Back to center. This time hand all the way to the floor. Reach the right hand over, have a nice stretch up the body. And then back to center. We're going to do something a little bit different here. What I want you to do is think about tucking that pelvis, so drawing the front of the pelvis up towards the belly. And almost arching like we're coming into cat. And reach the left hand, right hand. Reach the right hand as if it's going to the opposite corner of the room. So we've got that pelvic tuck. We're pulling the belly in, we're arching forward and reaching that arm as if we're going to the opposite side of the room. So getting that stretch up our lats and down the side of our body. Take a breath out here together. As we inhale, roll back up, cactus the arms, and become more upright. As we inhale, tilt the pelvis, reach across. Exhale, arch, lean back, cactus. Inhale, keep going. Two more. Just feeling that stretch, getting some movement around our shoulder blade. Don't forget to tuck that pelvis, curling on ourselves. Last time. Hands come to the mat, just swap the legs out. So right knee comes in, left leg goes long. We come up for a start. Nice, easy start, breathing. Exhale, twist to the left, open the arms. Breathing. Twist to the right, open the arms. Breathing. Once more each side. Now leaning over to the left. Leaning over to the right, hovering our hand. Leaning over to the left. Leaning over to the right, hover that hand. Come back up to center. And then go back to the right, hand comes back to the mat and stretch that left hand up and over. It helps to turn the pinky finger towards the floor. Come back to center. We do that funny, funky move. So a little pelvic tilt, curl the belly in, reach the right hand away, pinky side again down. Breathe in, feel that stretch up that side of the body. And then reach the arm back, cactus the arm. Inhale, flowing forward. And then cactusing the arm. Take 3 more of those. And hands to the floor. And finding downward dog. If downward dog's not in our practice, just come into puppy dog. So knees are on the mat, but the hands are still stretched out. So downward dog or puppy dog. Take my jacket off. Take a couple of breaths here. So if this is the first time you've been in downward dog today, maybe pedaling the feet from side to side. Just finding some comfort. And then rolling that pelvis the opposite way to what we've been doing. So we're rolling the top of the bottom of the pelvis backwards. Maybe some softness in our knees. Spreading our hands nice and wide and pushing the floor away. Of course, if downward dog's not in your practice, then we're just enjoying puppy dog pose. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. I'm going to show you how to transition from downward dog without just stepping forward by lifting your leg. So we're going to drop our knees. So if we're in puppy dog pose, we just walk our hands in a little bit further. And then we'll step our right leg forward. So quite often in a yoga class, you're told to lift your leg and step forward. Much easier for our bodies. We drop our knee and then step that leg forward. Back toes can be tucked or untucked depending on your knee. Take an inhale, lift up. And just like we were doing before, exhale, stretch the arms out wide, turn towards the bent knee. Inhale, rise up. Stretch the arms out, turn the opposite direction. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, just side bend towards that front leg. Inhale, rise up, swapping arms. And stretch in the other direction. Coming back up, bring the hands to the mat. Come back, downward facing dog or puppy pose. We'll try that transition again in a minute, so just deep breath in and out. Dropping our knees to the mat or walking our hands in if we're in puppy pose, and stepping our left leg forward. Taking an inhale, rising up. Exhale, opening the arms, turn towards the bent leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other direction. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, leaning to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Finding puppy pose or downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And out. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat or walk the hands forward towards the knees. And exhale, step the right leg forward. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Same with our breath. Exhale, twisting to the front leg. Inhale up. Exhale, twisting in the other direction. Inhale up. Exhale, leaning to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, leaning to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Puppy dog or downward dog. In breath. Out breath. Inhale, knees to the mat or hands in a bit closer. Exhale, left leg steps forward. Inhale, we're rising up. Exhale, opening towards that front leg. Inhale up. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat, puppy dog pose or downward facing dog. One more round each side, so deep breath in and out. Inhale, knees to the mat or hands in. Exhale, right leg comes forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twisting open. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, other side. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward dog or puppy pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, knees to the mat or hands walk in. Exhale, left leg steps forward. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, turn to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lift. Last time. Exhale, leaning over to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog or puppy dog pose for 3 beautiful breaths. And then making your way to the top of the mat. So you can just walk up there, or again, you can drop your knees to the mat and step up to the front, whatever works for you. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Maybe taking opposite elbows and swaying from side to side. Then if we have our opposite elbows, just release them. And I just want you to take a bend through the legs so the legs are doing the work to lift you up and not your lower back. And then as you inhale up, Just sway from side to side, so movement through our spine. Like a wave. Oh, nice. Bring your hands together down in front of the heart and closing our eyes and taking a moment to notice. To re-steady the breath if it's gotten a bit out of hand. We're going to take a bit of a journey around our mats today with our standing poses, so we'll end up facing the other way, but that's okay. Won't be for long. So we'll start the first bit and then come back to the top of our mats and then we'll add on another bit. So as we inhale, lift the arms up and step back to warrior one. So leave the right leg forward, step the left leg back and bring your hands into heart. So with the warrior one, a little bit of a wider stance on our mat. Front foot facing forward, back foot 45 odd degrees. We're bending into our front leg. We don't want to really arch our back. So imagine tiny little pelvic tuck here, get some firmness in our tummies. Reach the arms up as we inhale. As we exhale, bring the hands to heart and push through that front leg and straighten it. So inhale, reach, bend through the leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, gather the hands to heart, straighten the front leg. 3 more exactly the same. Breathe in, bend through the front leg, push the back leg away, and exhale, straightening. 2 more. And then turn to the side of the mat. You might want to take a little bit of a wider stance. Toes turned out, heels facing in. Breathe in here, reach up. As you exhale, we're squatting down this time. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale, squatting down. 3 more of those. Make sure the knees are tracking over towards the ankles. So not this, this. You can have a narrower stance. You don't have to have this wider stance. Last time. We'll inhale, lift the arms and come to the back of the mat, warrior one. So you should be facing away from me or on the other side of your mat. So we inhale, reach the arms up, the front leg's bent. And exhale, gather the hands to heart, straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach the arms up, bend the front leg. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hands to heart. 3 more. Last one. Again, turn back to the side of the mat. Feet turned out, breathe in, reach the arms up. And exhale, squatting down. 4 more of those. So everything we do today is rounds of 5. It's like a moving meditation, just focusing on that breath and allowing the movement to flow, the body to move. Last time. We'll inhale up, turn back to the front of our mats and step back to the front of the mats. Either one step or lots of steps. Take a breath in and regather the hands to heart. Let's just do the other side exactly the same before we add on. So this time, left leg stays forward, right leg comes back. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, straighten and hands to chest. 4 of those. Turn the feet to the side of the mat. You'll probably be facing away, completely different direction. Then just do those goddess squats. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm facing the same way because I changed ends of the mats, but you'll probably be facing the opposite direction than you were. I think we have one more. Inhale to the back of the mat now. So warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart. 4 more of those. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hands to heart. I lost count. I think I've got 2 more. I'm just getting zen myself. Last time. Back to that goddess pose. Let the gaze go soft. Let the focus just be on breathing and moving. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale back to the top of your mat. Take a breath in. Regather the hands to heart. We'll add on. So the first bit's the same. Breathe in, right leg stays forward, left leg comes back. Exhale, hands to heart, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend, lift. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, up. 2 more. To the side of our mats, goddess. 3 more. Same to the back of the mat, warrior one. This is all the same. Straighten as the exhale, reach and bend on the inhale. Excuse my dog, the delivery man. Back to goddess pose. Scruff. 3 more. Shush. No apologies. Now this time, one more. We're going to take our arms wide and find warrior 2 towards the front of the mat. So we've come back to the front, warrior 2. And it's the same. Inhale, push through the front foot, lift the arms up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 2. You can choose what you do with your neck, maybe swiveling to the side and then to the front. 2 more. Now reverse warrior, breathe in. We'll just stay here for 5 breaths. You can choose to do it with the leg bent or straight. Come forward, side angle pose. We're going to swap between side angle and triangle. So breathe in here. Exhale into a triangle-like pose, but not as low. Inhale, bend side angle, reach forward. Exhale, triangle-like pose. 3 more of those. Last time. Inhale, straight-legged warrior 2. Exhale, top of your mats again. Take a breath in. And exhale, hands to heart. Last time on the other side. So left leg stays forward, right leg comes back. Our warrior 1. Breathe in, reaching our arms up. Exhale, straightening the leg, gathering the hands to heart. 4 more of those. Soft gaze. Just breathing and moving. Turn to the side, find our goddess. Breathe in and out. You can try closing your eyes, but it makes you pretty wobbly. 2 more of those. And then warrior 1 to the back of our mats. Exhale, straighten the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, bend the leg. Back to goddess pose. Three more. Watch those knees. Last time. We inhale up and exhale, warrior 2 to the front of your mats. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Two more. Building some heat and some fire. Inhale, reverse that warrior, hold for 5 breaths, bent leg or straight leg. Transition through side angle pose. So front arm just rests lightly on that front leg, back arm reaches forward. As we exhale, we find a high version of triangle. Inhale, reaching forward and bending. Inhale, reaching up, triangle. 3 more. Wave-like again. Last time. Warrior 2, straight legs, and step back to the front of the mat. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Soften through the knees. Maybe taking opposite elbows again. Maybe swaying from side to side. And then again, making your way up to top, maybe doing that snake-like movement through the spine, maybe just coming straight up. Bringing the hands into heart. closing down the eyes or finding that soft gaze, and we'll notice. You might be able to feel your heart beating this time. You might be able to feel that pulse of energy, prana, running through our bodies. We're going to transition to a balanced pose, and it's a flowing balanced pose. So if you need a wall or a chair, feel free to grab one. Otherwise, we're taking the weight into our left leg and crossing our right foot over it. So like we're doing figure four, bring the hands to heart. So we're going to bend down slightly as we breathe in and exhale, come up. Inhale, wobbly. Exhale, come up. If this is too challenging and you just can't do it or you don't have a wall, you can do a version with the toes on the floor. Just doing 2 more of those. Then come up, uncross it, release it, shake it off. Let's see what the other side's balance looks like. So weight into the right leg, left foot crosses above the knee. Maybe you're holding on to something, maybe the toes are on the floor. Breathe in and come down slightly. And it's the exhale that pushes you away and straightens that leg. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. One more. Whee! Shake it off. Take a breath in. Fold forward. Take an inhale, come halfway up. Then fold forward and make your way to a seated position, preferably cross-legged. So if you've got a block or even your towel's probably better, just roll it up so that you can sit on the edge of it and allow the top of the pelvis to tilt forward a little bit. So your knees may be up here, that's perfectly okay. Wherever they land is wherever they land. Bringing the hands to the knees. Just hovering them off the knees slightly and turning to our left. So keep them hovering. Maybe you can feel the muscles that are holding us here, sitting up nice and tall. Couple more breaths. And then release right hand to the knee, left hand to the mat behind you or fingertips. And just a nice spinal twist here. Maybe it's okay to close our eyes where a soft gaze returns. Come back to center. Just take a couple of breaths here. Maybe closing the eyes down, just noticing again. Introspection, the ability to be able to notice what's going on within us, is a huge part of healthy mental health. Hovering the hands and then turning to our right. So notice, without the hands down, without using any leverage, what muscles are you being used to help us here? Drawing the abdominal muscles in to keep us nice and tall. Just noticing that they start to fatigue quite quickly. Just here for another couple of breaths. And then we'll release our right hand behind us, our left hand to our right knee, and that gentle spinal twist. Come back to center. If you're sitting on your towel, just bring it round to the front. If you're not sitting on your towel, then grab your towel. We just want to create that nice roll that we have. A nice long roll, because eventually it will roll up along the spine. For the moment, we're going to place it across our mat, across the short edge. And the bottom of that towel will sit at the bottom of our shoulder blades. So we want to come and lie down on that, trying to get the bottom of the towel at the bottom of our shoulder blades, or around about where our sports bra sits. Head just comes to the mat, and our hands can either be cactus beside you and above, or if we've got shoulder issues or that doesn't feel comfortable, just bring them out to wherever it does feel comfortable. Just try and have the palms facing up. And do nice deep breaths, like we did at the beginning with that 3-part breath. Try and feel, not necessarily doing it so staged, but try and breathe in from the bottom ribs, letting the air flow all the way to the top and then all the way to the bottom, creating that expansion and that pressure through the back ribs onto our towels. We'll stay here for a minute or two. So as we inhale, feel the pressure on the towel. And as we exhale, just let your body sink into that towel. Maybe even the back flattens a little. So we might inhale, there might be a slight arching on the back as we breathe in. Nothing really noticeable too much. And then exhale, release. Just keep breathing and noticing. Take 3 more breaths here. I'm just going to roll off of that towel just enough so that you can switch its orientation so it's long on the mat. And then starting at the base of the spine, at the sacrum, allow the spine to lie all the way onto that towel. Hopefully your head's even supported a little bit. If you've got a really long torso, just pop a towel above a pillow under your head. So again, taking the arms out to the side, palms facing up, just let the shoulder blades wrap around our towels. You can have your feet on the floor, knees bent, or perhaps in this one, maybe you can take butterfly pose. I need to move over a bit so I'm not right on that wall. So if we're taking butterfly pose, the soles of our feet together, knees out. If we need to support the legs with our hands, we can, or with blocks if we've got them, or pillows. Let's just enjoy a few breaths here. Again, maybe with those nice deep breaths, you can feel the spine pressing into the mat. Sorry, the towel. If butterfly becomes uncomfortable for you, feel free to bring the knees back to centre. Softening through those shoulders. Take 3 more breaths. And just roll off to one side. Drag the towel out from underneath you and just keep it close because we'll use it as a pillow. And then like we did at the beginning, drawing our knees into our chest. And just letting them drop off to the left. Maybe the hands out to the side, maybe the hands above the head, maybe one of each. Or maybe you'd prefer to have the right hand on top of the right knee, drawing it down towards the floor a little more, getting a little bit more of a stretch. 5 big, long, slow breaths here. So then come back through centre. Just let the legs both drop off to the right. And again, you can choose to have that left hand drawing the right knee, the right hand drawing the left knee down towards the mat. Or you can have both hands overhead or out to the side. So those 5 deep breaths, feel the side of the body expand as you take them. And come back to centre. Grab that towel. Just use it as a roll underneath your neck to support the neck. And then stretching our legs away if that's what we're doing for Shavasana, or maybe keeping them bent. Finding your way into a comfortable Subash Shavasana. Rolling those shoulder blades under, taking our hands out to the side. If we're using the towel, maybe cradling it around the head as well. Allow a deep breath to come in through our nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Do that twice more, inhaling. Exhale, let everything go. Once more. Just let your breathing come naturally. Let our bodies soften but be supported by the earth. In that mind, try and avoid distractions as it latches onto a thought. Bring it back to observing the breath as it's coming in and out of our bodies. Just breathing and resting. Just allowing that peace to settle over us, to wrap around us, to soak in. Enjoy this couple of moments of stillness and quiet. Just a little longer. Start to deepen our breath. We start to notice the noises around us again. We can start to bring some movement back into our fingers and our toes. And then when we feel ready, we can take a nice deep big stretch all the way from fingertips to toe tips. And then curling our knees into our chest, having a little rock around on that sacrum. So we'll come to rest on our side, whichever one's comfortable for us. And take this moment once again to notice. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how both the body is and the mind. Before we push up to a comfortable seated position, perhaps with the eyes still closed, perhaps with that soft gaze, the hands resting at our heart space. My quote for you today is from Desmond Tutu. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. Bringing our fingertips, our thumbs to our third eye and bowing down with namaste to each other. Namaste.